guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. Well, it's that time of year again. One of my favorite times. It's a time when I like to navigate outdoors. Well, wait a minute, I like to do that all the time. Well, it's a time when Santa navigates outdoors and he comes to my house and he knows I've been good this year, so I got a pretty good feeling he's gonna hook me up, probably with some outdoor stuff. Well, you know, speaking of outdoor stuff, last year I did a video where I introduced you to some outdoor gift ideas, okay? Kind of gave you some things to think about to maybe buy your own outdoor navigator out there. Well, this year I've got some more things that you might be interested in for your outdoor navigator or maybe for yourself. So I'm going to give you 5 of them. And then I'm going to give you a bonus idea that you can give somebody. So we're going to have a good time. All these things that I'll be talking about, none of them sponsor me. So I'll give you the good information, the true information. Also, in my video description, I'll give you a link where you can go to maybe make a purchase. You know, I tried to look around, see if I can find some good pricing, but make sure you do that. Always shop around because there's always good deals out there. I'll also have some links in the description where you can find more information about all the gifts that I talk about. So, let's go! Alright, so let's jump into number 1. Now you guys know that I love to kayak fish. That may be one of my favorite things to do outdoors. I don't know, I like doing all of them. But with kayak fishing in mind, when I bought my first kayak, I quickly found out that I was going to need a place in it to store my fishing tackle. So like most people out there, you know, the first thing you start with is a regular old milk crate. So I had a milk crate sitting back behind me. I had it strapped into my boat, and you know, I put tackle boxes in there. I just threw things at random back there in that box and turned around and accessed it as I needed. But what I soon come to find out was that I needed more space and I needed to be a little bit more organized. So I found something that helped me with that, and I did a video on it. If you look up in the card, you'll see it. It's on the Plano soft crate. So I've got mine sitting right here. So we'll take a quick look at it, but make sure you check out the video because it'll give you a little bit more information. But I needed more space, okay? So with this, it gave me that. It gave me a little bit more space. It gave me some pockets to put stuff in, and it gave me a better way to organize everything. So if we get looking at it right here, you know, up on top, we got this top storage area that comes off, actually, which is cool. Okay, so I can unsnap this, but you got a pocket here, and you got a pocket here. Okay. All right, this is where I keep my scale. Okay, so I can measure all them big hogs and catch them. I don't fish tournaments, but you know, I like to look and see what kind of fish it caught, so I use that to check the weight. Inside here on this pocket, okay, I got a 3600 Plano. This actually comes with 2 of them. Now, I don't know where I put the other one, but I still got one of them. And that's a good place to store it. So you got that top piece. All right, now inside here, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got some Plano. Pretty much all of them are Plano, the 3700s. Okay, so in these, you know, I've got them labeled. This one here, I got my deep crankbaits, my smaller ones, medium crankbaits. Got spinner baits, jigs. You know, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So gave me space for that. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I've got a little separator in there. And then here, I got my bag. Okay, and what I got in here is my wet weather gear. But I could put anything in there. I could put suntan lotion. I could put bologna sandwich. Put some snacks in there. I mean, whatever. You know, some kind of little lunch bag or something like that. So, you know, I got room in there. All right, also on this bag, all right, I got some more connection points. Now, what goes on these is these 2 saddle bags. Okay, and inside these saddle bags, you can store, like I like to store my soft plastics in there. But you could put anything in there. Sometimes I even put my GoPro equipment, some extra fishing line. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's 2 big saddlebags that you can do about anything with. But what's really cool is I found something new to do with them. So if you look here, playing over top of me talking, you'll see where on my boat, I've got these 2 mounted, okay, on my gear tracks, okay. So what this allows me to do, it gives me quick access to fishing tackle. So what I like to keep in there is my soft plastics on one side, my worms, because I do a lot of Texas rigging. And then on my other side, you know, I've got my trailers, some of the ones that I want to fish for the day. I got them in there. So when I'm sitting in my seat, I've got quick access to that stuff. It stays out of the way and just keeps everything organized. So it's really awesome. That was something that I came up with. And hey, it's really worked out for me. I mean, it's one of the better DIYs that I've done to my boat. But you know, I couldn't even have had that option if I didn't have this plain oak crate. So the other option that it does for me, okay, you see it comes with this strap. So what this does, this gives me the option to take my tackle. It's all together. So it gives me the option to take my tackle that's all ready together. Everything I want's in this box. So if I want to go fish with somebody else, all I got to do is, hey, put it on my shoulder and take off and go fish somewhere else. All my tackle's there. If I want to go to another boat, okay, I've got a couple different boats. I got one boat that I fish in lakes. I got one that I fish in creeks. So if I want to take this tackle with me, hey, you know, I just get my strap, walk over, and put it in my other boat. Now, one thing that I do is I keep a milk crate, okay, tethered in my boats. So this actually sets down inside of the milk crate. And when I set it down inside, okay, I've got a couple D-rings and I'll snap into the existing milk crate in the boat. And then that'll secure everything. Okay, the milk crate's secured to the kayak. This is secured to the milk crate. You know, if it dumps over, hopefully everything ain't going to fall out. So, great gift idea. You know, I talked about negatives with this. The only negatives I have is, you know, it would be nice if those saddlebags maybe were waterproof. But other than that, I didn't really have anything because this has turned out to be something very useful. And just like I told you, I mounted the saddlebags up there on my boat now, so it comes even more handy. I mean, you know, so many things you can do with this, and if you know a kayak fisherman, this would be an excellent gift idea. All right, so moving on to the next gift idea. Now, this one was actually featured in my last video. So if you have a backcountry camper on your list, okay, or you're just camping out of your truck, this one might be for you. So, things that are important when you're out in the backcountry, first thing you start thinking of should be, well, let's just be honest. I'll tell you what I first start thinking of. I start thinking about food and how I'm going to cook it. So, I got this for you. All right, this is the Stanley Adventure Nesting 2-Cup Cook Set. It's a cook set. I mean, that's a big old title, but it's a cook set. It's made by Stanley. And Stanley, you know, if you think about Stanley, I don't know. This is how I think about Stanley. I think back to that green thermos, that green coffee thermos that I always seen, you know, workers carrying. You know, the people that built America. That's what they carried. That's what they carried their coffee in. And if it was good enough for them, you know, it was going to be good enough for me. So, Stanley, hey, it's been around for a while. It's got a good name. It always, to me, was a name that stood for durability. So when I got looking for a cook set, I wanted one that was durable. So I started looking under Stanley. And I found one. And there was a bonus. It was cheap. I mean, this is a steal. I think I got this thing for like $12. And they're still like that cheap, even with inflation the way it is. So you can get something that's durable, okay, something that's cheap, and something that does what it's supposed to do, which is cook your food. So in my video, I showed you the the Stanley Cook set. I took it apart. I showed you what was inside of it. Okay, you get 2 cups that you can put coffee. You can put soup, or the ultimate thing, you could put ramen. And I did the ramen cook test. And when all was said and done, it did what it was supposed to do. It cooked my food. It cooked my ramen. And I mean, it come out good. And, you know, to me, the ramen test, that's what the cook set has to do. It has to pass that one. So, I talked to you a little bit about what I liked about it. You know, I liked the fact that it was durable. Okay. I liked the fact that it was good and cheap. But I also liked the fact that, you know, it was compact. And inside of it, okay, there was plenty of room for other things. And I showed you some things that I put in mine when I'm backpacking. And when you are backpacking, it's all about, you know, taking advantage of every little bit of space that you can, okay, to put things in, you know, and trying to keep your weight down. So this thing didn't weigh too much, and ended up being a real good buy. So when I was trying to think of something negative about it, I had a pretty tough time. But the only thing that I could really think about that may be something negative, and it hasn't been negative for me, but it could be something, I don't know. When you heat this up, you know, and you get under heat, up on top here, this little tab, okay, it's made out of plastic, okay. So what's good about that is when it's hot, I can touch that and pull my lid off, and I'm not going to burn my fingers. The only bad thing is I don't know if the heat, you know, if your flame was really going and it got real hot, or you had it in campfire, this could melt, okay, could warp, could be an issue. But I haven't had that happen to me, so, you know, that's all I could come up with. Nothing negative. I mean, all positive. So, hey, if you navigate outdoors and you do any backcountry camping, this thing might be for you. Or if you know somebody, this might be for them. Excellent, excellent gift. Let's move on to number 3. Alright, so guess what? The next one is, wonder what it could be. Bam! Shady Ray sunglasses. So, not too long ago, I did a review on these. And if you look up there in the card, you'll see it. It'll also be in the video description, okay? And you'll want to check that out. So anyway, talking about Shady Ray sunglasses. First thing is, you know, when you think about a good gift, you know, does it serve a purpose? And with Shady Ray sunglasses, it sure does, especially for an outdoor navigator. So what purpose, you may ask? It protects your eyes from those dangerous UV rays. So when you're out there on the lake, or maybe you're out there in the field throwing a frisbee, or whatever it might be, you know, you're outdoors, and you got that sun beating down you, this will help keep your eyes safe, okay? Your vision safe from those UV rays, man, because, you know, they hurt your eyes. Let's say you are on the water, okay, and you're sight fishing. You know, you're looking around and you're hoping that you can spot a fish. Well, these do okay. You know, and in the video I talk about that a little bit. You know, they're not magic. They are better than those X-ray vision sunglasses that did not work, by the way. They will allow you to see into the water. They'll cut that glare, but, you know, nothing's perfect, I mean, but they will help. Another good thing, which is always important to me, they're economical. They don't cost a whole lot. And if you get on their website and look around, you'll see. They've got a whole bunch of different styles, okay? So when it comes to style, you know, everybody's got a different style, and they've got a bunch of different ones, you know, that you can go on there and look at. All of them look cool to me. Oh, another good thing is warranty. Okay, they've got an excellent warranty. So in the first 2 years, even if you lose these things, okay, they're going to replace them for you. They're going to replace up to 2 pairs. They also have a lifetime warranty that covers anything that might happen with the craftsmanship. So warranty's awesome. So I think that's about it. Oh yeah, so going back to, do they serve a purpose? There's one more thing. They make you look cool. They make me look cool. And that's what it's all about. When I navigate outdoors, I like to look cool. And when I'm sitting here talking to you, I like to look cool. And I think I've pulled it off. So, Shady Ray sunglasses, excellent gift. Let's move on to the next one. Hot at all. I mean, they feel pretty good. Trail Buddy Outdoors, what do you think about them? Well, you caught me. I was sitting there watching a video that I did last year on the Wrangler Outdoor Stretchy Pants is what I call them. Now, the official name is the Wrangler Outdoor Comfort Flex Hiking Pants. Okay, so I did that video. Let me check the date here. I did that video 10 months ago. Okay, so I wore those pants after that video quite a bit, doing a whole lot of hiking. So, what do I think about them now? I'm happy with the purchase. All right, so I'm so happy I bought another pair. I got the ones on that are in that video. I'm wearing them, and I went and bought me some new ones, a different color, because I liked them so much. Ain't they stylish? All right, so what I talked about with these was comfort, okay? Number one, there was no chafing. They feel really soft inside on your legs, okay? And they got that flex. So if you need a little bit more room, which I mean, you know I do. I don't know about you all, but every once in a while, hey, you know, my weight changes, and I like to have a little flex in it. Makes them more comfortable. You know, they're flexible in the crotch. They're flexible all over, so you know that makes them more comfortable. Now construction, their construction is 96% nylon, okay, and 4% spandex, okay, and that's what gives you a good stretch, okay. The stitching in these, okay, you got a double stitch throughout on everything. So I looked these pants over that was in that video that I've had for 10 months, and I looked at them, I gave them the once over, and all the stitching's good to go. I mean, I don't have any fraying or nothing, you know. All the stitching is holding. So durability has been great, okay. Now sizing, they're true to size, you know. I wear a 34-32. That's the ones I bought, and like I said, they got that old flexi. So if you grow a little bit, they'll grow with you a little bit. You know, if you go too far, you may have to get another pair, but they're worth it. All right, so utility. All right, so one thing I liked is it's got quite a few pockets, okay? So you got your front pockets, left and right. This one here, you even got a little extra pocket there. And I like that because a lot of times I carry my phone in that pocket, and then I'll put my keys in that one back behind it so I don't scratch my phone up. All right, now it's also got some zip cargo pockets on the side. Now the pockets in the back, the only thing I didn't like about them is they were a little bit shallow, I felt like. You know, I felt like my wallet was going to fall out of them. So, you know, I end up putting my wallet in my cargo pocket all the time because I just don't really trust that. I wish it might have had a button on it or something, but it doesn't. Now, the inside of these pockets, okay, are mesh lined, if you see that. So that just adds to that breathability, okay? So, you know, helps them be more breathable, helps them air out better. So that gets me to the next thing, which is just little special extra bonuses with these. So they are moisture wicking, so they will wick that sweat away from your body, okay, which is nice when you're out there hiking. They're UPF 50, okay, so they will block those harmful UV rays, okay, and help you not get that sunburn. And last but not least, I mean, they're stylish. Like I said, I bought another pair. You know, I've got one pair that I wear out hiking and they get dirty a lot. And I got one pair that I like to wear out on town when I'm navigating to town. All right, so the next one I'm going to talk about is pretty good one. It's a real good one. It's so good that I have made 1, 2, 3, I've made 4 videos on this, okay? What is it? It's Lumbar Pack, okay? I do a lot of day hiking. I do more day hiking than I do anything else, okay? I don't do a whole lot of overnights. I plan to coming up in the next year, but for the most part, you know, with just a busy schedule, I don't have time to do overnights, okay? Usually I just get like one day, but I still want to take advantage of that and get out there. So I do a lot of day hiking. So, you know, when you're day hiking, you don't need to take as much stuff as you're going to take when you go out, you know, overnighting. So with that in mind, you know, I used to carry a backpack all the time. Well, what I didn't like about it was it always sweated my back, because I still like to carry things. You know, I got to carry water. Okay, I like to carry something to eat. A lot of times I'll take a map with me. I'll take a compass. You know, I'll take 4 or 5 other things. You know, and if you look up in the card, I've got some suggestions of things I take on day hikes. But I take a lot of stuff sometimes just on a day hike. You know, I like to be prepared. So I didn't like taking the backpack because it sweated me too much on my back, and just, I don't know, you know, I felt like there was a better answer to be more free. So, lumbar pack. All right. Now, back in the day, they used to be called fanny packs. Well, fanny packs weren't cool. Okay, they went out of style, and but the reality is they were actually cool, and they were very useful. It's just you couldn't get over the name fanny pack. When you think fanny pack, you think nerd, dork, you know, out of style. But somebody came up with the idea of relabeling, okay, giving them a new identity. And Mountain Smith, they call them lumbar pack, okay. Now, what makes these so awesome? I mean, number one, look at it. Just cool construction. It's got a lot of pockets. It's got paracord, okay. But you know, this is a smaller one, so I've got a video on it. So this one here, you know, I've got room to put bottled water. I've got room to put my keys, my wallet, you know, all those other things that I was talking about. You know, there's room in here. But, you know, I ended up outgrowing this one. So I moved on to a Big Mac Daddy. I stayed with Mountain Smith, and if you look up in the card, there's a link to initial impressions of this and on-trail review. But Mountain Smith has been good to me. Okay, I've always had I've always been very pleased with the type of equipment that they put out. You know, as far as durability and usefulness, and you know, all those things that you're looking at when you're looking at a piece of equipment. So this one here, like I said, there's a video that you can watch, and in the description I got links to my initial impressions on trail review. But you got all kinds of storage. I mean, I've got multiple pockets, okay, inside, okay, plenty of pockets, room for my drinks, even pockets here on the side, okay, for things that I might need quick access to. I mean, you can put some little snack bars in there or something like that, or compass or whatever you want to. I like to put snacks in mine. But yeah, man, this thing, lumbar packs, if you're day hiking, I love them. Okay, they carry what you need to carry. Okay, they're not cumbersome, they're comfortable, okay, walking in, and you don't sweat your back. Now, you start getting weight on these, and they will start pulling down on you a little bit. So I found something else that makes these even better. Pow! Alright, Mountain Smith makes an item called a strapette. Okay, and I did a video on these also. So it's right up there, and it's in the video description. You'll want to check it out. These were really easy to install, and they're a game changer. I mean, they make this thing even better, if that's even possible. And it just, because it helps distribute the weight a little bit better, okay? As you can see, it's not going to sweat your back. That's what's on your back right there. It just makes it more comfortable, and I didn't think it could get any better, but it did. So, lumbar packs. If you got somebody that's into day hiking, that's definitely something I would get them, but you can carry them anywhere. I mean, anything you do outside, you can take that and you can put your stuff in. And it's not a fanny pack. It's a lumbar pack, and it's cool. Alright, so last but not least, the bonus. What could you get somebody? I tell you what you get them. You give them a trip outdoors. Take somebody with you. Take them out hiking, fishing, camping, kayaking, canoeing, hunting, you know, golfing, disc golf, you know, just something outdoors. Take somebody with you, get them outdoors, somebody that maybe doesn't get outside and do things like that. Take them out and show them a good time, man. You know, plan your trip. If you're going hiking, All Trails is an excellent application to use, I've got a video down in the description that will give you some information on how to use it. But plan you a trip, make sure you plan it, take them out, show them a good time. And because there's nothing like it. There's nothing like navigating outdoors. So that's my 2023 gift idea for you guys. Okay, if you're looking for something to buy somebody for Christmas, all those things that I talked about today are excellent ideas. There's videos on all that stuff down in the description. Also down in the description, I put links to where you could buy some of this stuff. They're not affiliate links or nothing like that. I'm not affiliated with anybody that I talked about today, any of their brands. So, it was just straightforward. I've tried this stuff out and I liked it. So I thought I'd share it with you. I thought it'd be an excellent gift. I would like to get any of those things for a present. So, all right, that's it. Got a lot of cool things coming up. I'm going to be doing a lot of hiking. Back on the Sheltowee Trace, Appalachian Trail coming up in the spring. It's going to be a good time. So, navigate outdoors. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace!